Hi everyone. Today I would like to show you our new and improved tenders and RFA dashboard. Now you can find this in the top left menu, and it's called tenders and RFAs. When you click on this, it will bring you a colorful dashboard with an overview of your open RFAs and tenders. So at the top you can see two rows, one with bid cards, that's the top one, and the second one is regarding the RFAs. Now I will get into that a little bit later, but what is important to note is here on the top right you can see the bids time range, and this is actually related to the deadline. Now as a default this is set to 14 days to the deadline. So the reason for that is that when you log in to properly, you would like to see the overview of running tenders and tenders that are near the deadline, which might need your attention because you might need to send a reminder to any bidder that has not yet responded, for example. So when it's set to this, for example, the 14 days to the bid deadline, you can see below in the table the buildings and the projects that have a tender with a deadline in the near future. So on the left you will see the project and the project description. The discipline is actually the actual tender or the bid room that you are running, and the deadline will show as a date but also as a countdown. So this one is 6 days until the deadline. Then you can see in this section, you can see all the bidders and the status of each bidder. So you can see, for example, in this one, 2 of the 3 bidders have not yet responded and 1 has already submitted, but the bid is still sealed, and that's because the deadline is in the future and 2 of the bidders have not yet responded. Then the column next to that is the RFA. So following on when you have received all your bids, you can actually run the RFA. And finally is a contract. So in case one of the bidders has been instructed, you will find that back here in the contract column. The items at the top, so what we call the quick filters, they allow you to quickly filter to one of the statuses of, for example, the bid cards. So here you can see that 5 bidders have not yet responded in the tenders that are due within the next 2 weeks. Now if I click on this, you can see that all the other cards become gray, and that's because you're now focused on not responded. In the table you will see that it's now only showing the bid cards, so the bidders that have not yet responded. So what you can do is, because the system automatically selects the bid cards when you use the quick filter, so it automatically selected all 5 bidders, and now you can take a number of actions, and that will save you a lot of time because you can take bulk actions. So for example, here you can say I would like to send a reminder to accept the invitation because they have not yet responded and the deadline is nearing. You can also say, well, maybe this doesn't work, I can send a message. So you can draft a message and this will be sent to all 5 selected bidders at once. This can save you a tremendous amount of time working in this efficient manner. Now if you want to deselect and go back to the overview, you simply click on the filter again and it deselects it and everything is colored again. Now the bids time range, you can also change this, of course. So you can say, I want to see everything, all the bids and all the RFAs that have happened or that are still happening in this budget year. So you can see that there's a total of 92 submitted bids, 20 have accepted but not yet submitted their bid, and 57 have not yet responded. And this includes tenders where the deadline is in the past. Now, the second row is the RFAs, and this is quite interesting as well, because what you see now is that there are 7 approvals that are still pending and that have been outstanding for more than 7 days. So when I click on this filter, it will show you all the RFAs in the RFA column that so all the for all the projects that are still outstanding. And this also immediately selects all the bid cards, and you can take an action like, for example, send a reminder. Now, what is good to note is that everything that is green is a link. So when you click on this, it will open the tender in a separate tab. So here you can see it is opening a separate tab for this item. Now, this gives you more insight into the project immediately, or into the tender, but it is in a separate tab, and the reason for that is that you do not lose what you were doing. The same goes for the RFA. So when you hover on the RFA, you see this green link. When you click on that, it opens the RFA immediately. So you can see who is actually due to approve at this point in time. And you can send them a reminder here, or you can use the bulk action and send everyone a reminder at the same time. Don't worry, when you click on it, there's always a pop-up asking you to confirm. So when you do this now, it will send a reminder to all of the outstanding approvers. You can deselect simply by clicking this again, and this will actually give you the an overview of what this dashboard can do and how you can use it to ensure that this not responded number goes down and that you are in control of your tenders and your outstanding RFAs. I hope this helps.